Hello everyone, welcome back to Super Watches. Today we are counting down the top 10 Rolex watches worth every dollar, from the most expensive pieces that only a few collectors in the world can own, to the more accessible entry-level Rolex models. Each of these timepieces proves why Rolex remains the king of luxury watches. All links to these watches are in the description if you want to learn more. Let's get started. Number 1. Rolex Daytona Rainbow. At the very top of our list sits the Rolex Daytona Rainbow, without question one of the most expensive and extravagant Rolex watches you can buy today. This watch takes the foundation of the legendary Daytona chronograph and transforms it into a full-blown masterpiece of gem setting. Crafted in Everose gold, yellow gold, or white gold, the case and lugs are covered in brilliant diamonds, while the bezel is set with 36 baguette-cut sapphires that form a rainbow gradient. Each hour marker on the dial is another baguette-cut sapphire, ensuring that no two rainbows are exactly alike since natural stones vary slightly. Powering this luxurious creation is Rolex's Caliber 4130, a chronograph movement known for its robustness and precision. The watch is technically as capable as any Daytona, but what makes it truly worth every dollar is the extreme rarity and collector demand. Retail prices start above $300,000, but they can easily sell for $500,000 or more on the secondary market. This is not just one of the most expensive Rolex models, it is also one of the most talked about and desired watches among serious collectors. The Rainbow Daytona represents Rolex at its most glamorous, blending tool watch heritage with unmatched jewelry artistry, making it worth every single dollar for those who can afford it. Number 2. Rolex Sky-Dweller. Rolex is not typically known for producing complicated watches, but the Sky-Dweller changed that perception entirely when it launched in 2012. This is one of the most expensive modern Rolex models available in the catalog, and for good reason. The Sky-Dweller combines dual time zones with an annual calendar, meaning it automatically adjusts the date for months with 30 or 31 days. Only one adjustment per year is needed at the end of February. The brilliance of the Sky-Dweller lies in its ring command bezel, which allows you to set different functions, time, calendar, or reference time simply by rotating the bezel. Inside is the in-house Caliber 9001, one of Rolex's most sophisticated movements with a 72-hour power reserve and a complex architecture that very few brands could rival at this price point. The Sky-Dweller is available in stainless steel, Rolls AOR, steel, and gold, and full precious metals with retail prices starting around $15,000 and going well beyond $40,000 for gold versions. On the secondary market, demand remains very strong, especially for steel models with blue dials. What makes this watch worth every dollar is its rare combination of technical innovation, practicality for frequent travelers, and the prestige of wearing one of Rolex's most complicated creations. While it is not as flashy as the Rainbow Daytona, it is one of the most impressive achievements in the entire Rolex lineup. Number 3. Rolex Day-Date President. If you want a Rolex that speaks the language of prestige, influence, and success, then the Day-Date, commonly known as the President, is the ultimate choice. Introduced in 1956, it was the first wristwatch to display both the date and the day of the week spelled out in full at 12 o'clock. The watch quickly became associated with leaders, business icons, and even US presidents, hence the nickname. Unlike many Rolex models, the Day-Date is only offered in precious metals: yellow gold, white gold, Everose gold, or platinum. Its most defining feature is the President Bracelet, a semicircular 3-link bracelet that balances elegance with comfort. Inside, the modern Day-Date beats the Caliber 3255, featuring a chronology escapement and 70 hours of power reserve, delivering both accuracy and efficiency. Prices vary widely depending on the material and dial configuration, starting around $30,000 and climbing above $60,000 for platinum models with rare dials. While expensive, the Day-Date is more than just a watch. It is a symbol of achievement and a statement of refined taste. Owning one puts you in the company of some of the most powerful people in history. For those reasons, the Rolex Day-Date President is absolutely worth every dollar. Number 4. Rolex Submariner Date. The Submariner Date is arguably the most famous Rolex watch ever produced, and for good reason. First introduced in 1953 as a professional diver's watch, the Submariner has become a cultural icon, worn by everyone from James Bond to countless explorers and adventurers. The current Submariner Date features a 41mm Oyster steel case, a scratch-resistant Cerachrom ceramic bezel, and water resistance up to 300 meters. Powering it is the Caliber 3235 movement, offering 70 hours of power reserve and Rolex's superlative chronometer certification. The black dial and bezel version remains the most classic choice, but limited variations like the Hulk with its green dial and bezel or the newer Starbucks have achieved cult status and skyrocketed in resale value. Retail prices are around $10,000, but most models are hard to get at retail, meaning secondary market prices are often much higher. The Submariner date is worth every dollar because it strikes the perfect balance between a rugged tool watch and a luxury statement piece. It can be worn with a suit or in the ocean, and its value retention is among the strongest in the industry. For many collectors, this is the one Rolex that defines the brand. Number 5. Rolex GMT-Master II Pepsi. The GMT-Master II Pepsi is another Rolex legend, instantly recognizable by its two-tone red and blue bezel. Originally designed in the 1950s for Pan Am pilots, the GMT has evolved into one of the most popular Rolex sports models ever. The current reference, powered by the caliber 3285, allows the wearer to track multiple time zones with ease thanks to the independent jumping hour hand. The ceramic Pepsi bezel captures the classic look while offering durability and scratch resistance. The Jubilee bracelet version adds a refined touch, making the watch equally suitable for business or casual wear. Retail prices start around $12,000, but actual market prices can reach close to $20,000 due to high demand. What makes the Pepsi worth every dollar is its perfect combination of heritage, functionality, and iconic design. It is not one of the most expensive Rolex models, but it is one of the most loved, and its strong demand ensures it will remain valuable for decades. Whether you are a frequent traveler or simply appreciate timeless design, the GMT-Master II Pepsi is a Rolex that delivers far more than its price tag suggests. Number 6. Rolex Sky-Dweller Deepsea. The Rolex Deepsea is the ultimate professional diver's watch, engineered to withstand depths that are almost unimaginable. With a depth rating of 3,900 meters, it is one of the most extreme mechanical dive watches ever made. Its 44mm case houses the patented ring lock system, which reinforces the structure of the watch and allows it to handle the crushing pressures of the deep ocean. It also includes a helium escape valve, making it suitable for saturation diving. Inside is the caliber 3235 movement, ensuring durability and accuracy. Despite its extreme specifications, it remains wearable and surprisingly comfortable, thanks to the Oyster bracelet with glide lock clasp for micro adjustments. Retail prices are around $15,000, making it more expensive than the Submariner, but still reasonable considering its engineering feats. On the market, demand is steady among serious divers and collectors who appreciate overbuilt tool watches. While few owners will ever test its full potential, the Deepsea is worth every dollar as a symbol of Rolex's engineering excellence and dedication to professional exploration. Number 7. Rolex Explorer II. The Rolex Explorer II is a watch built for those who venture into places where traditional timekeeping becomes difficult. Originally designed for spelunkers and polar explorers, it features a fixed 24-hour bezel and a bright orange 24-hour hand that helps distinguish day from night. The latest version, reference 226570, has a 42mm case and is available with either a black dial or the highly popular white polar dial. Powered by the caliber 3285, it delivers 60 hours of power reserve and extreme durability. Retail prices are around $9,000, though resale values often run higher. Unlike the Submariner or GMT, the Explorer II has always been a little under the radar, which makes it appealing to collectors who value authenticity and functionality over hype. It may not be one of the most expensive Rolex models, but it is one of the most capable, especially for those who live adventurous lives. For explorers, mountaineers, or even just those who love a unique Rolex with serious history, the Explorer II is worth every dollar. Number 8. Rolex Milgauss. The Rolex Milgauss is one of the most distinctive and scientifically minded watches in the Rolex lineup. First introduced in 1956, it was created for engineers and scientists who needed a watch that could withstand strong magnetic fields. Its soft iron Faraday cage protects the movement from magnetic interference up to 1000 Gauss, hence the name Milgauss. One of its standout features was the lightning bolt-shaped seconds hand, which gave it a quirky personality compared to other Rolex models. The most famous version came with a green sapphire crystal, a detail that made it immediately recognizable. Although Rolex discontinued the Milgauss in 2023, demand has only gone up since, and prices on the secondary market now range from $10,000 to $15,000. Collectors see it as an unusual Rolex with a unique identity, making it both collectible and fun to own. While it was never the most expensive Rolex, the fact that it is discontinued and historically important means it will likely keep appreciating in value. For enthusiasts who want something offbeat and rare, the Milgauss is worth every dollar. Number 9. Rolex Oyster Perpetual 41. If you are looking for the cleanest and most straightforward way into the world of Rolex, the Oyster Perpetual 41 is the model to consider. It offers the pure DNA of Rolex in its simplest form, a three-hand time-only watch with robust construction and timeless design. What has made the Oyster Perpetual 41 so popular in recent years are the dial colors. Vibrant options like turquoise, yellow, coral red, and green have made it a hit among younger collectors, and some discontinued colors, like the Tiffany blue, have skyrocketed in value on the secondary market, reaching over $30,000. The watch itself is built in stainless steel with a 41mm Oyster case and the caliber 3230 movement inside, offering 70 hours of power reserve. Retail prices are around $6,000 to $7,000, making it one of the most affordable Rolex models, though actually buying one at retail has become difficult due to high demand. The Oyster Perpetual 41 is worth every dollar because it offers Rolex quality, modern flair, and even the potential for strong value growth. Number 10. Rolex Explorer. We finish with the Rolex Explorer, the entry point into the world of Rolex professional watches. Originally inspired by the 1953 expedition to Mount Everest, the Explorer has always been about durability, legibility, and simplicity. The current model returns to the classic 36mm size, making it extremely comfortable for daily wear. Its black dial features the iconic 3, 6, and 9 Arabic numerals, paired with luminous hands and markers for excellent legibility. Inside, it runs the caliber 3230, offering 70 hours of power reserve and Rolex's renowned chronometer precision. Retail prices start around $7,000, making it one of the most affordable Rolex sports models, but despite the relatively low price, it carries one of the richest heritages in the brand's history. It may not be the most expensive, but it is arguably the purest Rolex tool watch, built for explorers and adventurers. For collectors just starting their Rolex journey, the Explorer is worth every single dollar. Rolex has always stood for more than timekeeping. From rare treasures like the Rainbow Daytona to entry models such as the Oyster Perpetual, each watch represents heritage, precision, and prestige. These pieces are symbols of achievement and passion, making them worth every dollar. If you enjoyed this countdown, be sure to subscribe to Super Watches for more journeys into the world of horology. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.